What's up everybody, Tim McDonough here from Aim High Training Solutions, and I'm back with another video for you. Talk about your business, talk about your leadership, talk about the skills that it takes to be successful. This week we're going to take the conversation outside of the business a little bit and talk about your personal mentality, your personal mantras, and figure out how you can set yourself up for success before even getting off and starting your day. The reason this topic came up for me is because this past week we had parent-teacher conferences with our daughter who's in first grade. And there was a trigger word that came across there for me. It's a trigger word that I use every day, especially every morning, and it made me really happy to see that it was coming through in the parent-teacher conference with the conversation we were having with my daughter's teacher. So I want to share a little bit about that with you. So my daughter, like I said, she's in first grade, she's 7 years old. But every day since the start of the year, I've had the same, basically mantra, the same conversation with her every morning. It's right before I walk out the door. I get out the door about an hour before she's got to be at the bus, so I got to leave for work before she gets on the bus. But I have the same, before I walk out is the same speech every day. I turn to my daughter and I say, be a, and then I leave it blank. She has to fill it in. She knows exactly what to say. She says leader. That has to be the response every day. So we're going to get into how we utilize that, how it's affected my daughter, and how it's affected me in reality, and then we're going to break that down a little bit for you. So let's get into it. So right off the bat, be a, just blank. I leave be a, and then she's got to fill in that leader part. All right, that's her responsibility in that conversation. And like I said, same thing every day. It doesn't matter. Monday through Friday, if she's going to school that day, this is the conversation that we're having right before I walk out the door. I say be a, she says leader. Then I say how. And obviously it took a little bit of training at first because she didn't know what the answers were. These are the responses that I wanted. But think about it for yourself. Be a leader. How are you being a leader? What are the things that you need to do in your business or in your regular life, right? Because this conversation doesn't even have to be about a business owner or a manager or anything like that. This could be about the first grader, about your kid, about the kid outside in the street, about the homeless person that's trying to figure out how to develop their lives. Everybody's got to be a leader. At a minimum, be a leader of yourself, right? So be a leader. How? Well, I'm a big fan of servant leadership. I'm a big fan of helping other people, demonstrating to other people, making sure other people succeed. And in the end, if you can do that, that's going to give you the opportunity to be a leader, and it's going to give you the opportunity to succeed in your own life as well. So back to it. I say be a, she says leader. I say how. She's got to say these three things. First, help people. You want to be a leader? Help people. Find somebody in need, help them out. Find somebody struggling, offer to help them come up with a solution. Don't offer the solution unless you have one of those people that you run into that are just in the most dire of straits. They are just, hey, this world is about to end for them. Everything's collapsing on top of them. Sometimes you can come in and be the solution, but help people means help people find their solutions. It helps them be involved. It helps them feel like they're their own hero. We talk about this at Aim High Training Solutions all the time. We are a guide for business owners to be the hero in their own story. So be that as a leader. When you help people succeed. Don't succeed for them, help people succeed. So that's the first thing my daughter has to say is help people. The second one, answer questions. The reason I have this one in there for her as a first grader is because I remember that when I was in school, I didn't want to be the one raising my hand all the time to answer the question. So even if I knew the answer, I didn't want to be the one to have my hand up first all the time, because when I was going through school, that was one of those things that you were worried about you get made fun of. You know, people in school are afraid to ask questions all the time. We hear that left and right. You know, that peer pressure of I don't want to ask a question, I don't want to feel stupid. Well, that peer pressure exists with the answer too. You know, growing up for my background, it was cooler to not do your homework, right? Cooler to not care kind of stuff. I don't want my daughter to have that mentality. To be a leader, answer the question. I don't care if you're the one that raises your hand every time and answers every question in the day. That makes me proud. I'm not happy if you knew an answer and you were shy about it. You were reserved about it. I want you to set the example. I want you to be the leader. I want you to answer the questions when you know them. And I want her to do that because when she's wrong, that's teaching her to fail. That's teaching her how to deal with failure in front of people, in front of peers. And if she can do that with the 15 kids in her class right now, if she can deal with, oh, I got that answer wrong, and deal with her face turning red, is just going to set her up for more success down the road, or be able to handle failure better on down the road, because it's going to come. Failure is not a, do I want failure in my life or not? It's not an option in that terms. It's going to come in everybody's life. How you deal with it determines what's going to happen after that. So help people. Number 1, servant leadership. 2, answer questions. Go after it. Don't be scared to fail. Number 3, set the example. Across the board, set the example. If you're doing these first 2, you're already on your way. Set the example in the way you walk. Set the example in the way you talk to people, both your classmates and to grown-ups. Set the example in the way you dress and the way you present yourself. Everything. Set the example, be the example. Walk with your head up. Walk with your chest out. Walk proud. Make eye contact. And when she's setting the example, hopefully she's setting the example based off of what she sees out of me and her mother. If we're setting the positive example, if we're doing the things that are setting people up for success, if we're walking tall, if we're walking with our head up, if we're making the eye contact, if we're doing our homework, if we're working hard, if we're taking care of her, showing that we're servant to her, even though we're the parents, all of those things should be emulated by her. And if she's doing that, then hopefully her peers are emulating her. And then it's just a snowball effect of success across the board. If we can make her successful in a servant leadership type situation, even at 7 years old, she should be able to, just based off of her actions, influence her classmates to be successful as well. Because you don't know. Hopefully she has a class full of fantastic parents, but we know what society is like. There are certain situations where that's just not the case. And I don't want that kid to get left out. And I want my daughter to be able to be in an opportunity to, if that kid exists, to be able to help that kid. That's our philosophy, that's our leadership. Nobody left behind means you step out and you help. So that's how we try and influence her in that way. So help people, ask questions, set the example. So here's what we've done so far. I say be a, she says leader. I say how. She says help people, answer questions, set the example. There's one more part to this. What kind of work do we like? What kind of work do you like? Easy work, light work, smart work? We like hard work. We're not scared of it. Don't be scared of it. Hard work is hard, yeah. But everything worth having, this is a quote from Tim Kennedy, everything worth having is on the far side of hard work. I love that quote. Accept it. That's what it's going to take to be successful. Hard work. So that's what she's got at 7 years old. What kind of work do we like, Kenzie? Hard work. How do we do it? We do it smart. You can't differentiate the two. Smart work and hard work. If you say, oh, work smarter, not harder, that's that wordplay. The wordplay of work smarter, not harder, that sets people up for failure because they're going to find shortcuts. They're going to avoid hard work because it's not smart. No, we love hard work, but we do the hard work smart. That's success. I'm going to jump into hard work 100%. I'm going to give it my all. It doesn't matter how hard it is. I'm going for it. I'm going to find the smart way to do it, and I'm going to attack it. But if you have a different wordplay, if you think about work smart, not hard, you're going to set yourself up to take shortcuts. You're going to set your mentality up to avoid the hard work, to avoid the obstacles. You're not going to find what you want on the other side of that path. All of the greatest things in life are on the far side of hard work. Write that down, put it on your mirror in the bathroom, whatever it takes. That quote, do that hard work smart, everything you want's going to come. But you have to put the hard work in. And that's the mentality that I'm putting in my 7-year-old. She has fun. She's got friends. She plays all the sports. She does everything she wants. She gets good grades. She gets so many blessings. But that all comes from her hard work. It's after we recite that, I give her the affirmation. I give her what every child wants to hear. I love you, baby. Have a great day. That's how I say goodbye to her. Now, it's not an earned thing. She's my daughter, of course I love her. She doesn't have to go through all those phrases for me to say I love her. I tell her 1,000 times a day. We have that interaction basically every time we walk in and out of a room together. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Kenzie. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Kenzie. But this is how I end it every time, to let her know this, no matter what, succeed or fail, this still exists every morning and every night. I love you, baby. Have a great day. Then I give her a kiss. I give her mother a kiss. Then I go out and get my work on. Knowing that she's able to recite that instills in me the reminder that if she's reciting it and that she's having the results based off of her hard work, Dad's got to be able to do it too. So when with her saying it, it's really me saying it to myself too. That's our mantra together. What kind of work do we like? Hard work. Be a what? Be a leader. How? Help people. Answer questions. Set the example. So this is our mantra for our house. This is every day. If we've got school, this is a conversation that we're having at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever time we're getting out the door that day. What's yours? What's your mantra at home? What is the thing that reminds you every day to get up and push? Is it a picture? Is it a quote? Is it a saying? Is it your wife? Do you roll over and get to see, I got to get up and work hard for you? Is it your husband? What's yours? Let me know in the comments. I'm Tim McDonough with Aim High Training Solutions. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you'd like to see next time. And as always, don't be afraid of new heights. Aim high. Have a great day.